Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 10 teachers you wish you had. Teachers are some of the most important people in any child's life. They play a huge part in educating the child about life as well as things in the classroom. Many people have had some bad teacher experiences, but these teachers are so awesome for many different reasons and they'll make you jealous about not having them. Before we begin, subscribe to Little Things for more amazing content daily. Also subscribe and click that bell for top 10s and comment done when you've done this for a shout out at the end of our next video. Coming in at number 10, we have GEMMA LAIRD. In 2016, this teacher hit the headlines in the UK. GEMMA LAIRD had been teaching at an elementary school, but less than a week into the job, her past was revealed. She used to be an underwear model and had a very extensive portfolio of her work online. You may think it would be awesome to have a model as a teacher, but parents and the school did not feel the same way. It only took a few days after her other career was discovered until she was called into the principal's office and was fired. She was thinking of suing the school, but then decided against it. So instead, she returned to modeling full-time. Next up is Tom Winters. It's common to see teens and young adults skating around, but what if you saw your teacher riding a skateboard? And what if your teacher was in his 70s? Freshmen apparently freak out when they see this old man skating around campus. But Tom Winters has been skating for years ever since he found out that faculty don't get free parking. He later went viral online for his skating. Despite him being in his 70s, he can still race around faster than most elderly people drive, let alone skate. I'm sure seeing Tom Winters skating around would bring a smile to all of our faces. Next up is CROSSBOW teacher. Some gym teachers aren't so popular with students. They have a bad stereotype associated with them. But this gym teacher really breaks the mold. We'd all get annoyed when balls get stuck in hard to reach places in gym class. But when this happens in this teacher's class, he pulls out a bow and arrow and does another sport to retrieve the ball. And that sport is archery. He seems to have really perfected his archery skills, as over time he's had to get back a lot of balls. Don't worry, he doesn't use a sharp arrow which would pop the balls. But he is a sharp shot, and his unorthodox methods are surprisingly effective. Next up is Barry White Jr. When you're at school, it can be good to have a close personal relationship with your teacher, but Barry White takes things to a whole new level. When his students enter his classroom, they're greeted with a handshake, but not just any handshake. Barry has a personalized handshake for each member of his class. He says it gets his class excited, and it gets him excited too, as he always arrives 2 hours early for school as he's so excited. In 2016, a video of him and his students' handshakes went viral, and thanks to that, he's appeared on the Today Show and did handshakes with every single host. Next up is epic science teacher. Sometimes class can be dull, and to top it all off, sometimes nasty insects like flies and wasps can come into your classroom. Well, one science teacher decided to put his teaching into practice to solve the annoyance of a wasp buzzing around the classroom. Instead of swatting it with a ruler or rolled up book, the teacher had a better idea. He simply pulled out a sprayable can and a lighter and made a DIY science flamethrower to get rid of the wasp. I don't know if it made a black mark on the ceiling, but either way, that is one awesome teacher. Next up is Pietro Boselli. We've already seen the teacher who doubles up as a model, and this professor at the University of London is another example of this. He went viral after a student found a shirtless photo of him online, and later, after some student stalking, they found out he's a top designer model. He's been modeling for Armani since 7 years old, but after the shirtless photo of him went viral, he decided to resign from life as a teacher. But don't feel bad, it wasn't out of shame or because he didn't want to be famous. Instead, it was because so many people wanted to hire him as a model that he's now doing it full time. And believe it or not, it's mostly for Armani. Next up, we have Dale IRBY. We all know the struggle of trying to make yourself look good on school picture day, but this teacher has it down to an art. He's been teaching at the same school for over 40 years. When he was having his photo taken one year, he realized he was wearing the exact same outfit as he did the year before. At first, he thought it was a massive mistake, but then he decided to make this his thing. Since then, for about 32 more years, he wore the exact same outfit for every single picture day. The pictures look pretty ordinary on their own, but put them all together and you can really see just how awesome Dale's idea was. Next up is OKSANA NEVESELAYA. From looking at her, you may think OKSANA is an Instagram model, but she's actually a teacher in Belarus. Many companies want her to model for them, but she says she's committed to her career as a teacher. But why is this exactly? Well, she wants to prove that you can still have brains even if you're really good looking. Some say she's setting a bad example for her students, but that has not put a stop to OKSANA's great teaching and her great Instagram posts. Next up is Patrice Brown. This teacher has been nicknamed Teacher Bay. In 2016, she went viral for her amazing figure. You may think this is a good thing for Patrice, but really it's been a tough time for her. Every outfit she ever wears has been called too saucy thanks to her figure. But despite this, she focuses on her students and has not let her internet fame get in the way of her teaching. Next up is Debbie HEERKENS. Biology is a key subject almost every student has to do, but it can get pretty boring to learn and to teach. Despite this, Debbie from Holland was up for the challenge. She saw a woman wearing leggings with muscles printed on them when she was walking home one night. She later went on the internet and purchased the exact same clothing. Then next lesson, she jumped on top of her desk, took off her regular clothing and revealed her biology bodysuit. The kids were very surprised when she began stripping off to a skeleton suit after taking off the biology bodysuit. This is one awesome way to teach. Be sure to vote in the poll in the top right corner and you can say who the best teacher was. This video shoutout goes to Pro Gamer. Subscribe and turn on notifications and comment done for a shoutout in the next video. But as always, thanks for watching. Check out some more videos on screen right now. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe.